Anywho, it's now time for a Grammy recap. I am drinking some more Moscato, but this time I have strawberries in it. Clink, 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 clank. We're just gonna say this is Pop Snark Part 2, just so the videos wasn't super long. And my mother informed me that this is the Moscato that they drink on Love and Hip Hop. I failed. Anyhow, the Grammys happened this past Sunday. I don't even, what was it, 56th or 57th? I don't know. Was I supposed to care? To work on my Smart Brown Girls and us engaging each other. So I'm gonna work on it. You gonna work on it. I'm gonna do more videos. I'm gonna listen more to what you have to say. But as we talk about this video, be sure to comment along with me. Thumbs up. I'm trying to get to 5,000 likes on a video. That would be awesome. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join this crazy party with me. So let's get into this review. Pentatonix won a Grammy. They did win a Grammy. My mother's even happy. I'm so happy because they have come up from the streets of YouTube and made it. I love Superfruit. I especially love Mitch Grassi. She don't want to get on camera with me, but she wants to give her opinion in the background. So we're just gonna rock with this. Anywho, I just want to know that I had so much fun on Twitter watching the Grammys. I was in my mother's living room all by myself because my mother did not want to stay up and watch it with me. But that's okay. And I just had fun with my Twitter friends. I feel like it was appropriate to throw shade at things just because it was not your musical preference. So as we all understand, the Grammys is a night of music, and music spans the world. And a lot of us don't listen to everything, as we so like to claim when people ask us what kind of music listen to. Everything but country is like the favorite black person response, and it's not true. You like to listen to music by black people. Just own it. It's okay. We all do it. So the white people things was like AC/DC. Great. I have no opinion. Some old white guys, don't remember their names. I feel like Miranda Lambert might have performed. I don't recall. Maybe she won an award. I feel like I only know that name because I watched The Voice. My mother is saying she did perform. Like, these are things that kind of get recapped on like the Today Show, which I don't watch, so I don't know. See what I'm saying? Tony Bennett and Gaga performed. I actually enjoy Gaga and the Tony Bennett thing. I like my Sunday jazz standards. I like Ella Fitzgerald-esque things happening. I think I own the album somewhere. I do believe I actually did buy the album. These are things that I listen to on Sunday afternoons. So I'm here for it. And I didn't really feel like Art Pop was that big of a flop. I think it was a flop in Gaga standards, but whatever. I'm loving this new Gaga. It seems like she's taking a few less bumps of cocaine, and I'm here for it. And on Instagram, her little yoga thing she be doing, all the booty in the game. Like, whatever yoga she's doing, I'm about to go sign up for some yoga and get flexible for the bay, just like Gaga. And her birthday's like 3 days after mine. Yes, she's March 28th, I believe. She's a year younger than me. I don't even know. Are me and Gaga the same age? Will she be 30 this year? I'm sure whatever she's doing is gonna be way more fabulous than what I'm doing, but whatever, girl. Staying in budget. Oh, I forgot to announce that. Speaking of Gaga, I'm having a birthday party March 28th in Houston. It's gonna be a birthday brunch. You all invited. I'll be selling tickets to pay for the food, of course, duh. There were a few more white people performers whose names I don't recall, and then a few that I'm claiming on the black people side because I'm allowed to do this because this is my YouTube channel. So we're gonna get into the things that I was watching for. Things that lie in the middle. Some chick named Joy Villa showed a dress made of the orange construction netting that you can find at Home Depot. I don't know why or for why. I lurked on her Instagram and I still came to no conclusions. She thought she was cute. We all thought she was a mess, and we're just gonna leave it at that. Rihanna showed up in a quinceañera dress that is proving that her cult of brand is strong, because there's so many of y'all that are really trying to find a reason to think that that dress is cute. It was not. Blue Ivy liked it, which is understandable because Blue Ivy is like 4 or 3. Is she 3 or 4? She a toddler. Either way, she young enough where it makes sense. And apparently she had Dior on because Rihanna put up an Instagram picture and captioned it that Blue thought her dress was pretty and was very well aware of the fact that she had Dior on and had no problem telling you. Totes adorable. Kardashian West came in a fancy bathrobe because it was as close as she could get to walking down naked. We're gonna see Kim in the near future attempt to one-up Jennifer Lopez in that Versace dress. And at this point, it can't be done, girl. You done bared it all recently in some magazine. I saw a picture and no. Kanye came dressed down as he usually does when he walks out the house with Kim, she'll be all the way decked out in some dress that she has to walk awkwardly in, and he'll just have on like a black t-shirt. I'm sure it's a very expensive black t-shirt, but it's usually just a black t-shirt. He did look very happy at the Rock Nation brunch where he was reunited with his besties Jay. Did a very underwhelming performance of Only One. Then also when he came back out to perform 4 or 5 seconds with Paul McCartney and Rihanna via an Olin Mills photo shoot background, I just didn't, was Paul's mic on? I was, you know, that's interesting, you know, I just, no, I was feeling like it was the Kmart Blue Light special on photos that day, and that's what the feel they were going for. And then the song itself, just Rihanna can sing that song as hard as she wants to because it is perfectly written within her very limited singing range, and so it works for her, but the song just does nothing. And with Paul McCartney, Kanye, and Rihanna, that should be a setup for something amazing, and what we're left is with something lukewarm. Hosier, yeah girl, that guy that came out with the ill wash and go, his curls are just giving me all my life. I wanna know, does he cut wash? He came out and did a song that I love. What's the name of the Hosier song? Take Me to Church. And I don't even know what he is talking about in that song, but I love it, and I love his voice, and I love Annie Lennox, even though she don't want to acknowledge that Strange Fruit is definitely about lynchings. Good night, Mom. But it's okay, because I don't need my artist to be all knowing, as I said with Kendrick Lamar and my pop snark. But she came out and slayed. She slayed down. Cheers to Obama. Michelle did good, because I think, you know, one of my biggest issues with a lot of the campaigning and protests that have been going on, and what I've been made very well aware of in 2014, is the lack of place that I really have in society as a black woman. And not that Obama spoke about black women specifically, but for him to stand up for women at all, especially when women are so often pushed to the side and our issues are so often told that they don't hold water, and men, whether it's men who are simply trolling or a small subset of men or men at large, go to such great lengths. And not even men, sometimes it is our own sisters or other women who kind of push back against women's issues. In domestic abuse is one of those issues that I did see a lot of pushback and a lot of victim shaming, and so for Obama to get up and appear at the Grammys and speak for domestic violence is a very big deal. Katy Perry claiming another one for us, even though I guess some of us were on the fence about her Super Bowl performance. I like Katy Perry in all her flavors. I just don't like her in that green cornrows and baby hair flavor. Girl, no, don't do it to yourself. But she sang beautifully in Solange's wedding dress. I kid. Solange is not the first one to wear a all-white cream-colored dress with the cape on it. Gwyneth Paltrow did it. Some other white woman, I feel like Sigourney Weaver or one of those, did it. And so she was not co-oping, but she looked cute and she did beautifully. Katy really can sing, even if she does like to do that cream pop music that some of us just don't. Usher performed a Stevie Wonder tribute. It was cute. You know, Stevie Wonder always be winning with me. You could sing any Stevie Wonder song and I'd be here for it. Mary J. Blige sang a duet with Sam Smith. I just don't really get the point of Mary on Sam Smith Stay With Me. I love Sam Smith. I love his humility. I love his album. I love his music. I know it's not, everyone don't get it, and everyone don't have to get it, because most of us do get it, so I ain't worried about the rest of yous. But I get Mary trying to keep her career alive, her going out to London, doing new studio sessions. I have the album. It's cute. I prefer my early 90s Mary. That's just my personal preference. But all that aside, I just don't really feel like she adds anything to the duet with Sam Smith, nor does the Schoolboy Q remix where he raps. I don't need any of that. I need Sam Smith solo dolo. The only time I've liked any Sam Smith collab is with Disclosure, and they don't sing, they just added a beat. So Prince had no fucks to give in outfit or in spirit, and he came out smug as ever. And why would they have him announce the Album of the Year award, considering he has twice been snubbed? Well, he's been twice nominated for the Album of the Year award. He lost one year to U2's The Joshua Tree, which makes sense. The next year he lost to some Lionel Richie album. I don't know. Purple Rain is like the album of the century. Do you understand? Do you realize? That was a real snub. Up to some hijinks here. Prince came out and said, just like books and Black lives, albums do matter, and pretty much killed any effort misguided effort that Pharrell put in. How did I forget Pharrell? Pharrell and his bellhop outfit and his subtle way of talking about the Black Lives Matter campaign with his backup dancers performing in black hoodies. I mean, I guess an E for effort, Pharrell. But then Prince came out and showed you up with one simple sentence, and so, you know, he did his job for me. Beck did win the Album of the Year award. Even Prince's face was like, You know, Kanye played a cute little joke until he did that interview after. And I listened to the Beck album. I do not get it. And I like Beck. And I have liked Beck since I was in like 7th grade. I do think Beyonce deserved this Album of the Year award in all matters, via production, lyrical content, reception, just, you know, an all in out, well done album, front, back, side to side, in that category. You know, what I've always liked about Kanye is the fact that he is very human, and he's human in holding in his contradictions. And I think, you know, part of being human is that we do contradict ourselves. Kanye lived so close to that line for so long, and that's what I loved for him about it, in that he was a very thoughtful artist. You know, I did briefly work at Good Music, which is Kanye West's label. I have interacted with him. He's a very nice person in real life. And, you know, when it comes to him and his artistry, the way he's able to explain why he does things and why, you know, he puts certain, you know, how he constructs his music, or why he's so passionate about certain things in that kind of whole like graduation era, that really is the Kanye that I loved. And that's really why I've been such a big fan of Kanye. Now, this more recent manifestation of him post his mother passing away, when he contradicts himself currently, I have a really hard time like finding appreciation in it. And I know there's also those people that say, oh, Kanye's saying what we don't think, or Kanye's for real artistry, but it's on the onus of the artist to give up their award and correct the wrongs of the Academy. Like, you need to go holler at your peers, and the Recording Academy is made up of your peers. You vote, most of your crew votes, most people you're doing business with on the music industry side vote, and you need to holler at them and make sure, you know, your cronies, and go check them. You know, when you talk about they need to stop messing with us, you're talking about your peers. You're not talking about Becks and the actual musical artists. You're talking about the people that write your check and you do business with. You take it on to Beyonce, because Beyonce did come out and perform Precious Lord. Precious Lord, Take My Hand is originally by the song written by Thomas Dorsey, the godfather of gospel music, most notably performed by Mahalia Jackson, who is the queen of gospel music. And I have already noted that Mahalia Jackson is one of my favorite performers. She's gotten me through more than one fuckboy occasion, and I must say, even if you're not a keen to gospel music, I did not grow up in a black church, but you know, whoo, come Sunday can do something for you when you in your feelings, girl. I'm just trying to tell you. Yes. Now, Lettucey played Mahalia Jackson in the movie Selma. So for Beyonce to then sing it as part of the opening for the performance of John Legend and Common's song Glory, another song off the Selma soundtrack, is quizzical. It does raise the eyebrow, especially when Lettucey was not only in the audience but nominated for a Grammy herself that evening. Like, why isn't Lettucey performing the song that she sang on this album? Now, Lettucey to me is one of them people with a beautiful voice who picks boring ass songs on her album. I ain't finna go buy no Lettucey album, and I listen to it. I'm just like, okay, girl, but I will go buy a ticket for when she comes to Houston on March 4th, because Lettucey live is amazing. Lettucey on an album, I'm just like, why did you pick this song? Why are you doing adult contemporary music? Why are you not singing down, girl? Like, we seen you in 4 Women on the Black Girls Rock performance at Life, but her team doesn't seem to be the most strategic in kind of pushing her or truly exploiting the full breadth of her talent and where she can go in this industry. And what it appears to be is that Beyonce approached John Legend and Common about opening for them, and it doesn't even sound like there was any plans for Ledisi to perform. Now that everyone's talking about it and there is all this controversy around it, her team will act on this opportunity that has been open, because as much as we want to shade Beyonce for performing the song, I think this definitely opened a very big door for Ledisi. It has her name in a lot of people's mouths, and I hope, you know, we definitely have more award shows throughout this year, whether it's the BET, whether it is Black Girls Rock, whether it is some other award show that happens later in the year, that somebody takes this opportunity. I don't know that anyone was really thinking that Ledisi's role as Mahalia Jackson was that big of a deal, because it was literally like one scene in the movie. But Ledisi, when she covers other people's songs, especially songs from that era, very heavy, deep, soulful songs, she just, girl, it's another life. It's something in her soul that, you know, I just don't feel like Beyonce can convey. I personally do not care for Beyonce singing gospel, religious, or even like holiday songs. And she's very controlled, and I don't think she allows herself the imperfections or those moments of imperfection that really kind of convey a true spirit and soul in the song that Ledisi could have done in performing. And I'm sure she went and watched the movie, she was touched by the movie, and she thought that her way of showing how touched she was by the movie was performing this song. And you know, that's as far as her train of thought was going on this. Now, when she released the behind the scenes video the day after the Grammys, I did kind of take issue with that. It is disheartening to hear her talk about doing Precious Lord Take My Hand, a Mahalia Jackson song, a woman who is very pivotal in the civil rights movement and who doesn't often get the credit due, and then take that song that comes from such a strong heritage and make it so singularly focused on the vulnerability of Black men, because Black men are what, you know, Black men essentially are the focus of Black Lives Matter. And I am very sensitive to us making this discussion simply about Black men. And I feel like for all kind of Beyonce has done and said without saying about feminism, she should be a little bit more cognizant that Black Lives Matter are Black lives of men and women, and that Black women have faced similar struggles against powers that be as Black men. Our stories are often not as told or pushed forward to media. I just wish her preview, when she does decide to step out and speak out about certain things, and she had to, you know, finally, because for so long she has been berated for not talking about Black Lives Matter. I don't know whether you need to research or somebody on your team, or you need to holler at Solange or something. Solange should be knowing. Solange should know. She could have gave you the heads up. I'm just saying. And this is a great opportunity for Ledisi to learn from the house of Matthew Knowles. She need to be a little bit more strategic. She need to be a little bit more about Ledisi. You know, girl, you can throw some of that humble pie you got and give it to Iggy Azalea, because clearly homegirl had the nerve to be surprised that she did not win Best New Artist. Girl, child cheese. Take that somewhere. Your thoughts on the Grammys, let me know in the comments down below. As always, be sure to thumbs up, it matters. Leave a comment along as you watch, duh. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join the Smart Brown Girl movement. Be sure to share this with all your friends. Thanks for watching. Go pick you up a Smart Brown Girl onesies, t-shirt, toddler shirt for you and your whole crew. Thanks for watching. Deuces.